Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 3, Lesson 21. Here's a quirk of English. The verb has no special future ending. There's no single word change that means tomorrow. So how do we point a verb toward the future? We use a few helping words, and today we'll learn the main ones. Think about the past for a second. To make walk into the past, we change the word itself. Walk becomes walked. Simple. Now try to do the same for the future. Walk becomes what? There's no ending we can add. English just doesn't have one. So instead of changing the verb, we leave it alone and add a small helping word in front of it. The first and most common way is the word will. You put will right in front of the base verb. Our team will travel tomorrow. The verb travel doesn't change at all. The word will is what carries the action into the future. Will plus the base verb. That's the standard future, and it's the one you'll reach for most often. The second way uses going to. Our team is going to travel. This means the very same thing as will travel. It just sounds a little more like a plan that's already set. Notice going to needs a form of be in front, am, is, or are, to match the subject. Is going to, are going to, am going to. But the job is identical. It points the verb to the future. There's a third way, and it surprises people. Sometimes a present tense verb expresses the future, as long as a time word makes the future clear. The train leaves at noon tomorrow. Leaves is the plain present tense, but tomorrow tells us this is future time. We do this with fixed schedules, things on a timetable. Still, for everyday future, will and going to are your two reliable choices. So here's your quick check. To decide if a sentence points to the future, look for the helping words. If you see will in front of the base verb, that's future. If you see going to in front of the base verb, that's future too. Those two, will and going to, are the standard ways we express future time. Keep an eye out for a future time word as well. Let's try a few. In this first set, decide whether each sentence expresses future time. Look for will or going to in front of the verb. If neither is there, ask whether the verb is just present or past. Pause and try each one before I answer. Karen will organize the class project. Look in front of the verb organize. There's the word will. Will plus the base verb is our standard future marker, so the answer is future. Wei practices his violin every day. Is there a will or a going to in front of the verb? No. Practices is just the plain present tense, a habit he does every day. No future marker at all, so the answer is present. They are going to watch a classic film. Look in front of the verb watch. There's going to. Going to plus the base verb is our second future marker, so the answer is future. 3 more. Same plan. Hunt for will or going to in front of the verb, and watch for a future time word. Pause and try each one. Our relatives will stop at our house. In front of the verb stop sits the word will. Will plus the base verb gives us the future, so the answer is future. Shelby advises everyone on money matters. Look for a will or a going to. Neither one is here. Advises is the simple present tense, something she does in general, so the answer is present. Draft horses will astonish you with their size. In front of the verb astonish is the word will. Will plus the base verb is the future, so the answer is future. Let's wrap up. English has no special ending for the future, so we add a helping word in front of the base verb. The two standard ways are will plus the verb as in will travel, and going to plus the verb, as in is going to travel. Both mean the same thing. And a present tense verb can carry future meaning too, when a time word like tomorrow makes it clear. To spot the future, just look for will or going to. Great work!